And they are in support of the Sinkovic brothers, who will be in the centre of the course here. But alongside them, some interesting combinations. Silver medalist from the Olympic Games from the Netherlands, and a new combination from New Zealand to look out for.
In lane 1, Ireland. Dare Lynch in the bow seat, Philip Doyle in the stroke seat of that crew. Lane 2, Romania. Florin Arteni and Ciprian Tudosa.
I will shoot your uniform for it, please.
In lane 3, Netherlands. Melvin Tweller, Stefan Bronink, the Olympic silver medalist. And the incredible Sinkovic brothers in lane 4 for Croatia, Martin Sinkovic and Valent Sinkovic. Last year they did the hat trick, all 3 World Cups in the same year, in the same boat. Will they take it out today? In lane 5 from New Zealand, the new combination, Robert Manson and Benjamin Mason. And in lane 6, Spain, Alex Garcia Puyola and Rodrigo Conde Romero.
Well, all 6 doubles getting very smoothly away. And as you said, last season, the Sinkovic brothers did the hat trick of the World Cup races. But at the World Championships, we were really surprised to see them coming in 4th place. That's something they're hungry to put right. I had the privilege of speaking to them earlier in the regatta, and they said how the fire is very much still burning. They need that motivation. They're not looking for what other countries can put together. They're looking at what they can do and doing it as well as they possibly can.
And they're sending a message early, getting their bow out in front, but they're being tracked by the crew off to their right from the Netherlands, the Olympic silver medalists, really settling into a nice rhythm here. And the Spanish over here in lane 6, closest to us. They come off a win at Henley Regatta, the first Spanish crew to do so.
Yeah, that's right. This Spanish double came to Henley Royal Regatta. Alexi Garcia sits in the bow seat from the Banyoles Rowing Club, a lake I love so dearly. And there he is in that bow seat, trying to get that boat up into the medal contention, in those medal positions. And they're high rating the Spanish. You can see 40 strokes a minute. But it's unsurprising that it's the Sinkovic brothers who are moving smoothly, but they're not getting it all their own way. The Dutch, the Netherlands, in fact, have maybe just got that bow in front. I think they have through 500.
Yeah, the Dutch moving their bow into the lead. It's looking like pretty hard work in that Dutch boat, in that Croatian boat. They're really feeling the pressure here. We see the Spanish closest to us and that dangerous bow of New Zealand in lane 5. Do not discount the current world best time holder in the men's single scull, Robbie Manson, back after retiring a couple of years ago and coming back out of retirement, finding the fire again to continue. He's partnered with Ben Mason, who's had some success recently in coastal rowing.
Yeah, it's good to see. Switching the disciplines, working out where they want to go, coming back here in this double. Let's keep that eye on the move from the Netherlands. They've pulled that out to half a length. It's a pretty strong second 500 again from the Netherlands. We've seen both their men's and women's quads looking fantastic in this phase of the race. And Sarah, you said you think this looks hard work for the Sinkovic brothers.
Yeah, it just looks like, I mean, they have a very signature style, and I think it's certainly on brand, but really looks like they're working hard, whereas you see the Dutch, they're looking long and flat, and they're sort of keeping it moving, pretty punchy. The Dutch still the fastest moving boat on screen.
Yeah, well, Melvin Tweller in the bow seat there. He was so successful in the single scull last year, but he's come back to the double, thinking this is the place. We've said the Dutch team very much looking for the gold medals. They don't want to be picking up the minor medals. So they're putting together these combinations, and it's really working for them. Still looking good for all these positions. My eyes drawn to the Irish double of Dare Lynch and Dr. Philip Doyle. Phil Doyle in there, such a great stalwart of the Irish team up there in lane 1, and they're right in it. They managed to keep an overlap yesterday with the leading boats. They were racing against the Sinkovic brothers then. They had an overlap through the 1250 where I was watching. They're going to want to try and work their way into a medal position now.
But look at this move here from the Dutch. 39 strokes per minute, still the fastest moving boat on the course. They're desperately trying to break contact with the Sinkoviches. In fact, the Sinkoviches seem to be, I think, moving into a better rhythm down the course, but they're not really finding the speed that they need to stay with the Dutch. The Dutch just keep opening that up, but they're going to get a challenge here from the Spanish. The Spanish now have overlap with the Sinkovic brothers from Croatia.
Yeah, the Sinkovic brothers here. We look at the face there. Valen Sinkovic in the stroke seat. That jaw is up. The pain is on his face, and it looks like it is tough work on this hot day in these conditions on the Rotsee. We're going to get that camera panning out, and you can see that Spanish number 6 is still hanging on to the bronze medal. But I am looking towards the top of the screen. The Irish double, the Romanian double could still force their way into the medal positions. There's still just over 500 meters to go, as we're going to collect this and get a lovely view across the course. And it is going to show us that the Netherlands have clear water now on the Sinkovic brothers. The Spanish still hanging on just to the bronze medal position. But how about the Irish, Sarah? What a move.
Yeah, a bit of a move here from the Irish. I thought maybe the New Zealanders were going to be the ones to come through with the Spanish, but it looks like a little attack here from the Irish.
Well, we saw the Spanish racing last week at Henley Royal Regatta, as you said, historically racing there. They used high rates. They sculled well in those difficult conditions. Today, it's smooth, clean water, and it's the Irish, as you can see in the bottom right on the graphic, who are now in bronze medal position.
And we see the Irish move into bronze medal position up at 41 strokes per minute, as are the Spanish. But the Spanish now having a tussle with Romania, so it looks like they're out of medal contention. It is the Irish who are moving, but coming with them on the left there is the Romanians.
Don't count out the Romanians in the red boys. They're fighting their way back, working their way onto the Irish. They went early, the Irish double. The Romanians are putting a lot of pressure on them, but they're coming towards the crowd. They're coming towards the cheers. There's still 150 meters to go. Plenty can still happen. Look, the Irish are already up at 46 strokes a minute, looking to sprint. They mustn't shorten up, as the lightweight double did, and see themselves get rowed through.
So the Irish can see the Romanians fighting, so they've answered the call. 46 strokes per minute. The Dutch now getting a challenge from the Croatians, but they will be safe as they cross the line to take the win, as are the Croatians in silver. Third will be the Irish, who fought off that charge from Romania. Devastation for the Spanish, who were so brave throughout that race, really in the fight, but falling back into 5th, and New Zealand come in 6th place.
Yeah, fantastic performance from the Netherlands. Again, they will be pleased with their sculling program. Wow, they've had a good regatta. Getting that gold medal again there in the double, ahead of the Sinkovic brothers. They knew it wasn't going to be easy when I spoke to them earlier in the regatta. And real satisfaction here, I think, for Dare Lynch and Phil Doyle. You could see how much it took out of them. They had to go really early, right up with probably 500 to go. They passed 40 strokes a minute, and we saw them at 45 coming in front of the grandstand, but they held off the charging Romanians. I wonder whether they're on quite a tough gearing, the Sinkovic brothers. You can just see how kind of really they connect and stick it in, and sort of the muscles flex, as opposed to the kind of ease and relaxation you see from the Dutch.
It's certainly a distinctive style that we're used to seeing from the Croatians.
And here's that Irish double sprinting. Like I said, I think they just, what can you call that? 3/4 slide maybe? It's certainly not half slide. Just holding enough length per stroke to keep that boat moving in front of the crowd, roaring them in, with a winner over there in lane 1, or winner of a medal over there in lane 1. It's good to see.
We see there Melvin Tweller in the bow seat, slapping Stefan Bronink on the back.
And they're both big men. They're both big athletes, but they scull well and efficiently. Confirmation there, that win for Tweller and Bronink from the Netherlands, ahead of the Sinkovic brothers.